I finally fixed my Land Cruiser's hydraulic suspension and it is now so smooth it is like being borne aloft by greased virgins and carried upon melted butter to my destination. It is so smooth. It is even smoother than the Range Rover air suspension that I previously enjoyed. Now that this is fixed, this is now the most comfortable car that I have ever had. But what made the biggest difference was replacing the spheres, or the hydraulic accumulators or globes. There's many names for them, but it is these balls. I have replaced my balls, all 4 of them, with new balls, but now I'm quite curious to see what is inside the balls that makes them so troublesome in the first place. Come with me on a journey as I burn through half a dozen batteries, several grinding blades, and let's play some funky music while I cut these bad boys open. Well, I'm not going to lie, I have underestimated how hot everything is going to get. I have underestimated how much battery I'm going to burn through, and I have underestimated how much mess this is going to make. My angle grinder is now too hot to touch. I'm on my 3rd battery. The units themselves are too hot to touch. So the oil is smoking and I'm getting gassed out. So I think I'm going to, oh my goodness, the clouds of like filth in here. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let this dust settle. I'm going to get this out of my lungs. I'll come back and try again tomorrow. Well, that one just did a lot of hissing. It's a good job I was ready for noxious fumes. So that bag was still pressurised, I guess. Well, this was a lot of work, but we got there in the end. So my plan was to cut open one of these spheres. That's the rear left. It used up 7 or 8 battery charges and 3 blades, but we're inside the accumulator because I've never seen what's inside one of these. This was the rear right, and this half, I mean, it was so thick here trying to cut through the neck of it, but there's really nothing to it on the inside. Looks like this is the business end. So the top of the bladder diaphragm has looks like a steel button engraved in it. Yeah, I needed the fire extinguisher because of all the oil getting close to its burning point. So you can see where I've nicked the rubber. This one didn't hiss when I burst it though, so I'm assuming that this one was already knackered. Alright, so it's obvious the 2 places where I cut it on the way through. Don't see any obvious damage other than what I did to it. It's a very thick insert in the top. The 2 halves are pretty nondescript, just a chamber, but what's that, maybe 6mm thick there. And then the sphere, the diaphragm itself, has the steel ring. There's no, I thought there might be, piston rings or something that would move up and down, but there's nothing there like that. So it looks like we'd get oil pressure coming in and out there where it attaches to the car. So I guess that cushion there is what provides comfort to the system. But this one didn't hiss, so I'm assuming this one already had no gas in it. This one, on the other hand, this was the rear left. This did produce a hissing sound because I burst it at some point, so that must have had nitrogen still in there. So we have oil side here, coming up to the diaphragm, and on this side is going to be the nitrogen filled part, which must just be sealed by this metal on metal contact, because there's no other seal. There's no O-ring. There's a groove there machined in. I wonder how it holds the pressure in, because that doesn't look like much of a seal around the edge. Anyway, that's what the arrangement would be. Oil pressure comes in and out here, gives it enough pressure to have ride height and a bit of shock absorption. And this would be your nitrogen chamber at the top here. There's really not a lot to it. I think manufacturing this must be a nightmare, because whatever that insert is, and I don't know how they would machine that. I don't think it's welded. No idea how they would forge that. Maybe it gets stamped out of machine and then gathered up at the collar here. Well, anyway, that was quite interesting. That's what's inside the accumulators, or the spheres, for your hydraulic suspension. There's not a lot to go wrong here, but I can see how over time you could eventually get nitrogen sneaking past that metal seal, or just the rubber deteriorates until the nitrogen leaks out of it. Very interesting. Or at least I thought it was interesting. I'm not going to cut open any of the other ones because it took so flaming long. I learned that this one popped and hissed, so that was still under pressure. So the rear left was obviously still good. My rear right, this one that I cut up, made no noise even when I nicked it and cut the diaphragm. So that had obviously lost pressure. And I've got another two here, but I'm not going to cut them open. Those can just go to the great scrapyard in the sky. So I thought that was interesting. Just another video just to show you some Land Cruiser goings on. I've never seen that before. I was curious what was inside them. So if you found that interesting, do let me know. Thank you for watching. Make good decisions if you can. Look after one another. And I will see you in another video very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye. Ugh. Gotta clean all this magnetic swarf off me now. Ugh.